I went from dailying this Cayenne S to this Cayenne Turbo. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to preface this video with a few things. Not every Cayenne is going to have the exact same little issues and need the exact same fixes that I did. But unless you found the most perfect Cayenne on this planet, your Cayenne's going to need some little things. These cars are old, they're 20 years old. Every Cayenne has issues. And I would say if you're looking for a Cayenne, buy the best condition one you can buy. Otherwise, you're going to be spending thousands of dollars fixing things that didn't need to be fixed in the first place if you would have just bought a good condition one in the first place. Anyway, that's my prefaces for the video. Let's get on to costs. So we're gonna start off with the mechanics of the car. Honestly, there really wasn't that much wrong mechanically. The car was sound, but I knew that when I bought it. But there were a few things. I took a look in the engine bay, the valve cover gaskets were leaking, which isn't too bad of a job on the Cayenne. It does take about a day if you're doing it yourself, and I knew that. That's a pretty common issue. Those are about $110. Also, the front lower control arms completely shot. When I removed them, the bushings, terrible. The rubber was completely gone. Those are a little bit more at $413. And of course, when you switch something suspension-wise, you need to get an alignment right after, which I did at a good local shop here. That was about $100, not too crazy. Also, additionally, I didn't expect this one. The passenger headlight mounting assembly completely shot. The way I found out is I was driving the car and I broke pretty hard and the headlight actually slid forward out of its mounting assembly. So I had to replace that. That wasn't too bad at $104, and really that's all that was wrong with the car mechanically, but there were a lot of other things cosmetically that the car needed, which we're gonna hop into right now. So next, we're gonna talk about the exterior cosmetics of the car, which honestly needed quite a bit. So we're gonna start off with the passenger mirror housing. Apparently, previous owner must have hit a garage or something, completely smashed, needed a whole new trim bezel and underside piece. That was about $248. The rear tow hook cover was also smashed in. I think somebody tried to jam in the tow hook without taking off the cover first. I don't know. That was about $84, super expensive for a piece of plastic, plus paint. The car had a few dents and dings, especially the driver's side dent here. It was pretty bad. Paintless dent repair was about $500 total. Those orange side markers had to go. I put clear ones in immediately. Those were about $78. Car looks much better in my opinion. The cornering light bulbs and like the little headlights, they needed new bulbs, about $6, nothing crazy. The arrow light was on for that. The Cayenne turbo emblem on the car, it was a little lopsided. I think someone did a paint correction, took it off, put it back on. A new emblem is about $100, but I decided to do it myself, repaint it, and put new adhesive on it for about $30. Nothing crazy there. The car absolutely needs window tint. It gets really hot here in Arizona. I'm gonna put some nice ceramic tint on it. Costs about $550, a pretty penny, but it needs it here. And that's really it for exterior cosmetics. Nothing crazy, but there's definitely a few things that added up. Now we're gonna move into interior cosmetics. All right, now we're moving into interior cosmetics, which there were a few more things that this car needed. Starting off with a modification, the Android radio. I love this thing. It's like $270 on Amazon, and it is insanely good. You get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, whatever you want. The car needed rear hatch struts and rear glass struts. That's pretty common on Porsche Cayennes. I did it on my last Cayenne S, had to do it on this car. The trunk literally falls on your head. That's how you know they need to go. Those are about $107. The glove box in this car would not open. I don't know what happened, but it completely fell apart. Apparently it's a common issue. That was an easy fix at $21. Had to take the glove box apart a few times, nothing too crazy. The lumbar switch knob on the seat was actually missing, $18. The leather and the carpets in this car were disgusting. I had to go through all the leather and clean it, and the carpets I had to shampoo. Rented the tool from a local auto store near me. That was about $55 all in. There was a couple trim panels that needed to be replaced on this car, including the parking brake trim and a couple of the little window switch bezels and stuff like that. Just all completely worn out and scratched up. I painted a few of them, I replaced a few of them. All in all, it came to about $67. One of the clips for the floor mats were missing. Weird issue, $20. One of the trim panels for the driver's seat was missing, $13. The headliner, common issue in the Cayennes, but it really sucks, is sagging down. That's gonna be about a $700 replacement. And if I buy new material, it'll cost me $300. Let's say $1,000 all in for the labor and everything, because I don't think I'm gonna do that myself. And the little emblem on the back of the key was missing too, $15. Just a bunch of little things in the interior that are just like little issues, but again, my perfectionist style, this car has to be perfect when I'm sitting in it. So I did a bunch of little fixes on this, spent a ton of time and labor, and now it looks pretty good in here. So, adding up all the total costs in this thing, we're at about $3,557, which isn't too bad considering it's a 21-year-old car. This thing's a 2004. So the question kind of becomes, would I do it all again? Absolutely. I would buy this car 10 times over. I came from the naturally aspirated V8 in the Cayennes, and moving into this twin-turbo V8, these cars are so much fun. They handle so well on-road, they're great off-road if you want to do that, and they just look epic. And it's in my favorite color, blue. What more could you ask for? So yes, I would totally buy this car again, and now that all the maintenance is done, I'm thinking it might be time for some modifications. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.